Okay. Welcome back to Battle of Sexes. I see some people enjoying the hood moment. It's all good.
Yes.
It had to turn up a little bit.
Hey, I mean, it be like that sometimes. I need to wake up anyways. It's all good. It's all good. But anyway, Cece is clearly taking pictures and tweeting us. Just to let y'all know, in case you guys didn't know, she was.
Y'all haven't seen them. Like, I'm in here taking pictures. I'm trying to send them all out because it's too funny right now. Let y'all see inside the studio right now.
So apparently Tyreek can have sex and eat pancakes at the
same day.
Oh man!
I just
thought I was something with
having
strawberries.
sex, eating pancakes at the same damn time. Call my jug and the sideline service at the same damn time.
Whoa!
Three-way.
I can't. Okay, so about this. Oh, I forgot how to say it. Jug. See, I feel like it should be spelled with like O's or something like that.
Jugs.
Cause it looks like jugs.
Right,
Bone is spelled with a PH.
But that PH makes
Set me up for that.
good sound.
No.
Lasagna has a G in it.
Because it's Italian.
We're
Well,
not
you
in
get the
Italy.
point. You get
In
the
Spanish,
point,
you
though.
don't even say
It's
certain letters such
Italian.
as J.
We're not
it
in
was
H.
in Italy before people brought it over here.
Bologna.
It's Italian as well.
Bologna is not
Bologna's
Italian.
not
Yes, it
Italian.
is.
Bologna's not Italian.
Yes, it is.
It's
No, it's not.
lying through your teeth.
Google.
Ketchup.
It's not that serious. I don't even like it.
Ketchup and tomato paste.
What?
What?
Okay, so
Some people say cucumber tastes better than pickles. That's all I'm saying.
What is that?
What?
Next subject. Next subject.
It depends on if you
Do
have
you
ranch or
really
not.
think you won that? Because you just started.
Man,
He says things
I
like
won
that and
that.
he thinks he won.
I won.
Because
that.
No,
I
you
know what can
didn't.
say to that. What can you say to that? Oh, well, some people don't say cucumbers taste better than pickles. Or
But
I prefer
that's
my cucumbers
irrelevant.
with ranch.
But
But it has
irrelevant.
nothing to do
Man,
with what we're
shout out
talking
to
about.
Dave Chappelle for coming up with that. I wish they would bring Chappelle show back.
Me too. Chappelle show.
Anyway.
Anyway, so a jug can't. I said it right. Okay, so a jug can't be a sideline. Do they coincide? Do they? Do they know
yes,
about each other? Do
They
they?
could be, but either way, first of all, it doesn't matter if they know about each other because if you're not the main, you have no room to complain about your position.
Hey, if you're not the main, you have no room to complain.
Oh.
Hey.
Tweet it.
Bars.
Oh, just low key.
Don't do me
About this homeboy.
What?
What?
I hope you're listening.
What are you talking about?
It's a long story. I ain't trying to call the dude out.
Wow. But anyway.
I think you're talking something about the program. The interracial relationship.
Oh,
The
okay.
things that we talked about in
Okay, yeah, we had a program called The Ugly Truth at 8:00, and we basically just talked about things relationship-wise, and we talked about interracial relationships, which was it was a
Y'all brought it up. So I'm
It
gonna
was-
talk.
oh my
talk
God.
about it.
it was a hot topic, really hot topic. So yeah, I think Ashley.
No, y'all go ahead.
No,
Wait. Say what the question was.
The question was, have you ever been in an interracial relationship? If so, what were the problems? Were there any problems? Blah, 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 blah.
You know that question that went on for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. But so the listeners know.
That's what I'm talking about.
What? I'm confused about what just happened. But anyway, we just talked about, people said, people who have been in interracial relationships have talked about how it's just different and you may be perceived differently. You looked at,
Yeah, you gonna get stared at if you go out.
I've
gonna
never.
happen.
Well, I guess interracial. I don't know. To me, sometimes Hispanics are considered not black, but I don't count them as really interracial.
I do think that there is a difference between interracial as far as like if it's black and white and then any other race.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Just
agree.
given the country's history.
Sure. I don't know. I've never been in one with a white guy.
What about a girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
Damn, you didn't have to. You didn't have to come for her like that.
I was just asking, the viewers might
What?
want to. The viewers might want to.
What? No.
So, I guess basically my main question we were talking about the whole race thing. Why do black women get so mad if they see a black dude dating a white girl? Like, I feel like I mean, I feel like everybody has their preference to choose who they want to be with. Like, and then mainly, like, I feel like most people, you don't just pick what you like anyway. Like, it's just something you naturally like. So I don't see why it's a big deal.
I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I don't see a problem with it. If that's
like,
what you do.
I feel as if some black women feel like they're taking like us African Americans away from them. Like,
Say that again.
I feel like some women feel like by us dating a woman of a different race that they're stealing African American men from them. I know.
I feel like they didn't drag you.
My thing is, and I don't.
First of all,
The wrath of asking.
Hold on to y'all chairs, people.
Let me clarify a few things because I really do feel as though I'm starting to get a bad reputation when it comes to this subject.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to think, despite the things I say, I don't want anyone to think that like, oh, anytime I see it in a relationship, I'm like, ugh, why she with him? Why she? Like, no, I'm not like that. There are interracial relationships in my family, so I understand that you can fall in love with someone of any race, but my thing is, I feel that it's too often where you see a person of one race with a person of another race, but they're not with them. They didn't try to get to meet them just to get to meet them. They were like, ooh, let me get me a black man, or ooh, let me get me a white girl, or ooh, let me get me a black girl. You know what I mean? Like you intentionally wanted to talk to them just because you feel it's some type of token item to be in a relationship with someone of another race. You shouldn't go into any relationship for that matter, but you shouldn't go into a relationship like that. Not saying that all interracial relationships are like that, because they're not. I've been in one. It did not start off that way. But I feel like nowadays, like, a lot of people feel as though it's kind of like an image thing almost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, this is going to help my image or something. Or, ooh, let me bring home. Like, have y'all ever seen, no, seriously, have y'all seen the stuff white girls say to black girls, and then the white girl, she goes, yeah, in college I dated a black guy. My parents were so pissed. Like, I feel like there are a lot of people, and I'm just using white girls for an example. There are a lot of white girls who date black guys just to be like, oh, look, I got me a black guy. You know what I mean? Like, once again, not saying that all interracial relationships are like that, but from my experiences, most of them start off that way. Not saying that it can't work. For me, it didn't work, but that's how I feel about it.
Someone said, we can't compete. She said, I don't have a problem with it, but we can't compete with a white girl. It's not genetically possible.
I understand
Compete.
what
Wait,
she's
what
trying
do
to
you
say
mean
with
by
that
that?
statement.
I'm confused.
What have you
I
done?
Wait. What do you mean?
I
Tweet
understand.
back. Whoever said
I
that.
understand what she's trying to say,
Y'all are
like-
different. Like, black girls
And
have
white
certain
girls are two
genetic
different
aspects.
things. Like, if this guy that you're with is also into, it's like you could compete with another black girl in a certain sense, like, because you're both black, so I guess, like, we're on the same playing field. You can't change your skin color. Like, if this guy is into white girls, like, you can't compete with that. You can't change your skin color.
But I don't think that has anything to.
I understand what
do
she's
with
saying.
it.
Whoever
It's
tweeted
like
it,
comparing
I
apples to
understand what
oranges.
you're
It's
saying.
like they're both fruit.
But
But
if you
it's
think about it, you're
completely
kind of
different.
contradicting yourself. If you're saying that you can be in a relationship with anyone, like, skin color aside, then what you're saying right there is a contradiction. If you're saying that you can't compete, because if that's the issue, if you're falling in love with the person despite the race or despite the skin color, then in that case, all women are on the same playing fields. There's no apples and oranges. It's just a female to another female.
No, but
it's
it's
like
different.
having a guy that's like, I'm into big girls, and you're a skinny girl, and you trying to compete. You can't compete with her because you're on two different.
That's like
levels
you might be attracted to somebody with dreads, and Cece might be attracted to somebody with like just a normal fade or whatever. Like it's the same kind, but it's like a different thing you like. Like, I don't think she meant as far as like.
I understand. Whoever.
I mean, like, because I guess the way I see it is like, yeah, you have your preferences, but there's a difference between a preference and, oh, I only date white girls, or oh, I only date black girls, or oh, I only date this. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a huge difference. Like, there are a lot of people who like, oh, I don't want to mess with black women for this reason or another, whatever your reason is. Like, you automatically stereotype all of us the same way, and so you automatically stop dating us because of, you know, this, that, and the third, instead of, you see what I'm saying? Like, right, there's a difference between, oh, I prefer something. Like, me personally, I prefer tall, dark, and handsome. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't talk to a short, light skinned guy. You know what I mean? There's a
But
difference between
that
a
tall,
preference.
dark, and handsome man come around that corner and catch your attention. This other man has a little bit less of, like, he feels as though he can't compete. He can't grow 6 inches by snapping his fingers. Like, you can't turn white. Like, it's a different type of competition. You might have your attention for the moment, but if that man come get your attention too, he has a better chance because that's what you prefer. That's what you like. Like, I understand.
Not
Actually, I can't.
necessarily.
All right, whatever.
I'm just speaking from my personal viewpoint. Like, I can't speak for nobody else. This is how I feel. Like, I don't know.
Do you think dating or being in an interracial relationship is kind of like sway your feelings towards dating?
Because I won't say I've always felt like this, but I did have this. I had this viewpoint at one time, but prior to when I went into the interracial relationship, and then I decided to expand my horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work. Sorry. Thanks. Sorry about the squeaking, y'all. But and then I tried it. Didn't work. You know what I mean? But I mean, I always kind of had that in the back of my head. And I mean, not to say, I mean, that could have been one of the, I'm sure it was one of the issues that like kind of affected our relationship. But
Well, what's different? Can you? Because like I said, I've never been in an interracial relationship. Like, what's different?
the one that I was in, like I said, for those of y'all who were at the Ugly Truth, you heard me say that the person I was with at the time, their family was really racist. And of course that had an issue. Like, even though he would defend me, you know, against his family and everything, like he made sure that his family laid back off of me, there was still always that cultural difference that for me personally I couldn't get aside. Being a lot of people would consider me a very Afrocentric person. Mm-hmm. Whatever, you can call me that if you want, but like I guess the way I view my culture affects the way I view life, society as a whole. And it was a complete opposite of the way he views society. So, of course, things morally we just didn't connect on. That also, along with religion, I think religion plays a big part. You know what I mean? So it's not just with race. It's with, you know, people of different faiths, people of different backgrounds. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, we just weren't on the same playing field in my mind.
Go ahead.
Alrighty.
Okay. What I have to say about this whole interracial dating thing, the first thing I have to say is, okay, I hear a lot of black women always talking about how they can't stand to see a white girl and a black dude.
I heard a mixed girl say that.
Yeah. And, oh, yeah, you did.
Yep.
You almost got cut for it, too.
If she ever saw me with a white girl, she'd go snip, snip.
Oh, no.
Yep. Snip, snip.
With
some blunt, dull, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
one that you gotta make it cut. But, you know, that's another story for another day. I can't tell a story and talk about this at the same time, but you know.
But you can have sex and eat pancakes.
Yeah, that work out. But anyway, it's like I hear a lot of black women saying like, "Oh, they're taking all of our good black men and all this." Okay. This is more than just relationships. This is race. So you're more concerned about a white woman taking a good black man, but you don't care about a white woman taking an okay black man. Mm-hmm. You don't care about the white woman taking a decent black man. You don't care about her taking the dumb black man. You don't care about her taking all these other black men, but you care about her taking this good black man. Mm-hmm. Honestly, that sounds a little selfish to me. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who it is. They're going to choose where they want to go.
Exactly.
You choose where you want to go. Exactly.
Nobody's forcing them to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's something in that girl that he's interested in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, you know, either way, he probably ain't going to be with me if that's what he's attracted to. You know, that's what he's attracted to.
Yeah.